Okay, good morning, Western Canada, and good afternoon to our friends in the East. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us again for another exciting day for the Calgary Flames and for all of our fans in the Sea of Red. A very quick intro for me, as it was less than 2 weeks ago that I proudly welcomed our guests to a similar Zoom session. Late last night, Flames General Manager Brad Treliving announced an 8-year extension for newly acquired forward Jonathan Huberdeau. We are thrilled to have Jonathan join us in conversation with you all today. A few brief housekeeping notes from our host, Dalton Ulrich, and we will get started. Over to you, Dalton.
Thanks, Pete. Good morning, everyone. Similar format to what we're used to here. We do have some French media joining us here today, so we're going to, of course, answer their questions as well. We'll go to them at the end, just so we keep a little bit of a flow here. So with that, we'll get started with Eric Francis. Eric, go ahead.
Jonathan, just a couple questions. First of all, it sounds like that dinner went really, really well between you and Brad Treliving. What did you guys eat, and what made it such an impressive meeting?
Yeah, obviously it was get to know each other kind of dinner. Obviously we never met before, so I think, you know, obviously if to make the signature, to sign, obviously we wanted to meet in person and make sure, you know, what kind of person I was and everything. And yeah, obviously that dinner went really well. I mean, we got along, and you know, obviously get the signature, and now I'm you know, I'm in for the next 9 years, and I'm excited, and you know, excited to work with Brad.
And why Calgary? Like, what attracted you to this offer and staying long term with a team that you don't know much about?
No, you're right. I don't know much about it, but I think it's the team that traded for me, and you want to play for a team that wants you. And I think, you know, talking to all the management, and you know, they seem really excited, and you know, made up my mind. I want to play there. I want to play in Calgary, and you know, we got it done. I'm really excited, and just excited to get going now. I think now the business side is out of it. Now it's just to go win some games.
Have you called Mackenzie Weegar to tell him to sign as well yet?
No, I haven't talked to Mackenzie yet. I mean, it's been a little crazy last night. It was late last night. You know, we got it done, and I think now, obviously, I'm gonna give him a call. But he congratulated me, and hopefully he signs too.
And sorry, last question: when you last played the Calgary Flames, or you know, I know you guys don't play them very often, what was your impression of the team? What do you remember thinking about this Flames team?
It's a hard team. I think last year we got beat like 6-1 or something in that building, and obviously it's a hard building to play in. The fans are electric, good atmosphere, and it's a good team. I think they're a physical team, and I'm just excited. I think we have a lot of depth in the lineup, and you know, got some signature done too this week, and it's looking, the future is looking bright. And you know, it's not in the 2-3 years. I think it's now we want to win, and you know, that's why I signed there.
Okay, thanks, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, we'll go to Cami Kepke. Cami, go ahead.
Hey, Jonathan, congrats on the new contract. I know the last time we spoke to you, the shock was pretty fresh, and Tree was already pretty eager to sign you to an extension. But at that dinner, were there any questions or concerns that you had for him that Tree was able to answer for you that helped tip your decision to signing long term?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was more about, like, you know, get to know each other, and obviously the future of the team. And you know, I know we have a good team right now, and that made my decision, you know, easier. And I think, you know, we want to win now, and I think at the age I'm at, you know, I've been through a lot, and now I want to win right now. And I thought the fit was really well. We have a good coach, good players, and I think, you know, mostly, like, I was asking him, yeah, where do you think I should live and stuff like that. I mean, more about the city too. And I think he talks so highly about the city that made me so excited to play there.
When you were doing your homework, were there any players or anyone else you reached out to kind of get a better sense of the city and why this might be a good fit?
Not really. I think, I mean, obviously, like, I was playing in Montreal. I play hockey with some guys that, you know, play Louis Domingue, played there, and some guys obviously reached out and they said, it's just a great city, the best city in Canada. And I think, obviously being Canadian, I'm just excited. And I think it just fitted well. And I think at the end of the day, I'm excited to be a Flame for the next 9 years. And, that was my goal right from the get-go, and we got it done. And now I'm excited.
And last one from me, you mentioned that family has been a big driving factor for you. What was the conversation like with them about being in Calgary long term, and what was your nephew's reaction?
Yeah, no, they were really excited. I mean, I wasn't with them last night, so I think obviously called my parents, and it's a big chapter in my life, and they're gonna follow me anywhere I go. But I think obviously they're gonna be there. They already booked their flight for the first game, October 13, and they're gonna be there for a couple of weeks, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think my family has always supported me, and now they will support me in Calgary.
Okay, we'll go to Wes Gilbertson. Wes, go ahead.
Hey, Jonathan, congrats on the new deal.
Thank you.
Just curious, I don't think you've even been to Calgary since you were traded. How important was it for you to kind of show that commitment to the franchise early? You could have easily, waited a few months to feel things out. How important was it for you to sort of make that commitment known early?
I mean, it was important. I mean, if everything was business side was working for me and for them. And after that, I know it's a good city to play hockey in. And like I said, the community is great. And I ask a lot of questions to a lot of people, but I think at the end of the day, I wanted to sign long term. I think they traded for me, and I know that they wanted me, and they were talking highly about me. And I think, when you hear that, you want to play for a team that wants you, and that's why it was so important to me. And I think show dedication to them, and I want to give back to the community already. And I think I'm just excited to obviously go there and get to know the city a little bit more.
Can you give us a sense of how it kind of goes over a couple of weeks? Like obviously the trade is sort of a shock initially, but when you find out, okay, this is my new city, like how do you sort of wrap your head around a new start in Calgary?
Emotionally, it's been a roller coaster for the past, few weeks. Obviously shocked with the trade, I was a little down, but I think at the end of the day, you want to look forward in life. And that's what I told myself and my family. I think it was important to kind of turn the page. And obviously I played in Florida for a lot of years, but I was like, you know what, you got to turn the page. And now I didn't know where I was going. I was only there for only had 1 year left. And I was like, I want a commitment, and I want to turn the page for good and focus on the new team. And that's why I wanted to sign, and I thought it was a great fit for me and great city to play in. And I think that's why I wanted to get it done, and excited to obviously to be a Flame.
Just last one from me, largest contract in franchise history. I think a lot of people figure this makes you immediately the face of the franchise in Calgary. And I know you've been that before. How do you sort of approach that side of it?
Yeah, I haven't really think about it, to be honest. I mean, I don't want to put, I'm not a guy that want to put pressure on me. I think I know what I'm capable of. I can play. I want to get there. I want to be a leader. Obviously, I'm there for a lot of years. So I haven't met the guys yet, stuff, but I think just getting in September, go with the guys, skate with the guys, going to get more comfortable. But I want to be a leader, on and off the ice, and community, give back a lot. That's the kind of person I am, and that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, we'll go to Ryan Pike. Mike, go ahead.
Hey, Jonathan. Congratulations on the new deal.
Thank you.
First one, I guess from your perspective, I mean, how quickly, I guess, did things progress when you and your agent were talking to the Flames in terms of, obviously you get to town, they say, welcome to the team, we're excited to have you. But how quickly did it progress to really having a solid contract offer on your plate?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't hard. I think I left that to my agent and Brad, and I think conversation went well. And obviously, it's a business side of it. I mean, I don't really want to hear about it. I think that's a decision between them, and I'm here to play hockey. And it was just when it got done, though, it was a relief. Obviously, you want to know where you're going to be for the next few years. I mean, now it's a lot of years, but obviously that's just exciting. I think when we got it done, I think it's a great group of people, great organization. The owner reached out, and since like a great person, and it's I'm just excited, obviously, to get there.
And I guess for you, obviously, you don't really seem that focused on the business side, but from your competitive side, does it sort of give you a bit of a boost, sort of hearing that the cap number you're at, or the size of the contract, biggest in franchise history, that sort of give you you're coming off a heck of a season. Does that sort of give you a bit of confidence going into the next few seasons?
Yeah, I mean, the way my career has been, it's always went up. Always play better every year after year. So I think it's the same attitude I have this year. I want to be better than last year, and so on, so on. I think you're more mature at my age, and you know what we have to do to get better. And I want to bring that with the Flames next year. And like I said, we want to win, and I'm gonna give everything I have so we can win a Stanley Cup.
Thank you.
Okay, Steve McFarland. Steve, go ahead.
Hi, Jonathan. Congratulations. I want to ask you, you mentioned the head coach, Daryl Sutter, briefly. I'm just wondering, how much do you know about him just from stories you've heard from players that have been coached by him, and has he reached out to you yet?
Yeah, we talked a couple of times. It seems like a great person. Like you said, I haven't met him in person, and he hasn't coached me yet. But I mean, what I heard is you demand the best out of you, and that's what I need. And I think he wants you to play defensively too, and 200 feet game, and that's what I want to do. And I think I learned a lot throughout the years that that's how you're gonna win a Stanley Cup. And he's won Stanley Cups with LA, and obviously, that's what you want to. That's what you want, a winning coach, and he has a lot of experience. And I think I'm gonna get out there and listen to him, and he's gonna push me, and I'm ready for it.
You said you've talked a couple of times. Was it important to you to speak to him before you signed to get a sense of what you were walking into with him as well?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's excited. I'm excited, and I mean, he doesn't know me really. He knows me as a player, but as a person, not really. And we're gonna get to know each other. And like I said, I think I'm just excited to work for him. And I think we have a great chance to win. And I think that's the perfect fit for me as a coach.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll take a few more here, starting with Salam Valji. Salam, go ahead.
Hey, John, congrats. Félicitations. I'm wondering about Brad's sales pitch to you, and you've mentioned a few of the things, but what did he tell you about the future or his team that he's built here? What did he tell you or demonstrate that you were like, wow, this is a team, a roster that I want to be a part of? What did Brad say in that regard?
I can just tell in his eyes, the way he was talking, he wants to win right now and wants to build a winning team. And he wants to go get players. He wants to. I think right now we have a good lineup, and our defense is really good. We have a great goalie. I look through all the lineup. I think we have just a good team, and I think he's excited. And I think he thought I would fit real well in that team, and that made me think I want to be there. And I think even for the next years, he wants to win for a lot of years, not only 1 year. I think we're committed, and that's what I liked when Brad was talking to me.
And what does it mean when a GM flies across the country to have dinner with you? Like, what does that gesture tell a player?
It meant a lot. I mean, you didn't have to do that. I mean, we could have had a Zoom or something like that, but I think in person, that's how you get to know someone better. And I appreciate it, for him to take the time to come and see me from Calgary. It's not a short flight, and we just had a great conversation, and he flew back right after. And I think that made me think that they really care about me, and they want me to stay there for a lot of years.
Okay, and just last one, like when you sign a contract of like that magnitude, like what's the moment like? Are you surrounded by your family? Like what goes through your head like when you sign a piece of paper that has that type of impact?
It's pretty crazy. I mean, it's more when I woke up this morning, I was like, like that really happened. I think it's when you start your career, you never know what kind of career you're gonna have. And obviously I worked hard all my life and to deserve that. and I'm just happy. But it's only the beginning of something good. And my goal is to sign a contract, but I want to win a Stanley Cup, and that's my main goal. I think that's when you win that, that's the thing you want to win as a hockey player, especially playing in the NHL.
Okay, Matty Rose, go ahead.
Yeah, congratulations, Jonathan. It hasn't been long since we last spoke, but just wondering what you've learned about Calgary since that last time that you kind of spoke to the media.
I mean, obviously, I haven't been, so I don't really know much more. But I think it's just seeing like the comments on social media and stuff. I think Calgary is really excited to have me and Weegs, obviously the new coming, but I think they're excited for the season. I think you can just tell like the atmosphere and I think like from my perspective, I think everybody's excited and they know we have a winning team, and just to get out there. And I think I'll know more when I get to Calgary and get to know a little bit more about the city.
Has it been pretty cool understanding, that you're part of a Canadian market team, even though you haven't been to the city yet?
Yeah, it is. I think it's gonna hit me more when I'm gonna get into Calgary. But yeah, I mean, I know I'm from Montreal, so I know how it is. But Calgary is different, and I'm excited for that journey, and obviously to get to know the people there, and it's just exciting.
Congratulations, man.
Thank
Okay,
you.
we have a couple questions here in French, so we'll start with Patrick Henry. Go ahead.
Salut Jonathan, bienvenue en Alberta. Premièrement, je veux qu'on revienne sur le souper de cette semaine. Justement, faut comprendre que ça a bien été. Tu l'as un peu dit en anglais. Peux-tu nous en reparler en français là, de comment ça s'est passé le souper avec Brad?
Ça s'est bien passé. Il est venu de Calgary à Montréal pour venir me rencontrer. C'était plus pour connaître la personne. Je pense que si tu veux signer un gars à 8 ans, il faut que tu le connaisses avant de le signer. Puis je pense que le souper s'est très bien passé. Je sais que je suis une bonne personne, puis lui aussi, il avait l'air motivé, puis il me fait bien sentir. Je pense que il me voulait vraiment, puis ils m'ont échangé, puis certains qui ont eu des difficultés, ils ne pouvaient pas garder leurs joueurs, mais je pense qu'ils ont fait un bon échange, puis après ça, j'étais juste content d'être à Calgary, puis il est venu me voir, puis il voulait que je reste longtemps, puis moi, ça faisait, je dis, c'est ça, je voulais un commitment de plusieurs années, puis c'est ça qui s'est passé.
Qu'est-ce que tu aimes des Flames le plus? Qu'est-ce qui t'a convaincu de signer pour 8 ans?
J'aimais qu'on avait une belle équipe. Une belle équipe en partant. Je pense que aussi l'organisation, c'est une bonne organisation. Puis, ils veulent gagner en ce moment. C'est ça que je trouvais le fun. Je pense que tu t'en vas pas dans une équipe que ils rebâtissent ou quelque chose un rebuild, c'est vraiment en ce moment qu'on veut gagner. Puis ça m'intéressait. Puis je trouve que toute l'organisation qui m'ont écrit et qui m'ont parlé sont vraiment excités en vue de tout ça. Puis je pense que l'équipe me voulait. Puis c'est ça que je veux jouer pour une équipe qui me veut.
Calgary, c'est différent de la Floride. À quoi tu t'attends comme plus grosse différence quand tu vas arriver ici?
C'est sûr, la température, ça va être un ajustement, mais je veux dire, dans une aréna toute l'année, puis ça va être un changement qui va être facile. Je pense pas que ça va être difficile. Certains que, journée de congé, il y avait d'autres choses à faire en Floride, mais j'ai trouvé d'autres passe-temps à Calgary.
Merci beaucoup. On se voit au camp d'entraînement.
Merci, Patrick.
Okay, we'll end here with JC Bertrand. Go ahead.
Salut Jonathan, félicitations. D'abord, tu as parlé aux médias la semaine passée, puis tu disais qu'il te restait 1 an de contrat, que tu n'étais pas pressé. Mais à quel point d'avoir aussi rapidement un nouveau deal, c'est un soulagement pour toi?
Oui, c'est sûr que c'est un soulagement. Puis, je voulais arriver là-bas puis savoir que j'étais là pour les 9 prochaines années. Je pense que c'est important pour moi. Je peux focusser. Je vais être là à Calgary pendant plusieurs années. Puis je vais tout donner pour cette équipe-là. Puis je sais que je vais être là pendant longtemps. Donc, c'était important pour moi. Puis, c'est certain qu'il fallait, côté business, il fallait s'arranger ensemble. Puis, ça s'est bien fini. On est content des deux côtés. Puis, je suis vraiment excité de pouvoir commencer à jouer la première game.
Je sais qu'il est juste venu pour te voir. Brad Treliving est venu pour prendre un souper avec toi, mais après ce souper-là, est-ce que tu savais que tu allais signer un contrat à long terme avec les Flames?
Je ne savais pas à 100%, mais j'avais un bon feeling. Je pense que le souper s'était très bien passé. Puis, tu sais, je veux dire, c'était vraiment facile, là, les conversations qu'on a eues. Puis, tu sais, j'avais un bon feeling là, que ça allait se régler. Puis, comme de fait, ça s'est fait. Ça n'a pas été long. Puis, kudo à Brad, je veux dire, était incroyable. Puis, je suis vraiment content de pouvoir travailler avec lui.
Justement, je veux revenir sur ce souper-là. Ça t'a dit quoi en tant qu'être humain qu'un gars fasse coast to coast quasiment du Canada pour venir juste te jaser?
Ouais, ça prouve beaucoup. Je pense qu'ils sont intéressés, puis qu'ils me voulaient, puis qu'ils veulent que je fasse partie de l'équipe pendant longtemps, que je sois un leader. Puis, tu sais, la façon qu'il me parlait, c'est ça qu'il disait, je pense, pendant le souper. Puis, tu sais, il n'avait pas à faire ça, là, mais je pense que lui, ça y tenait. Puis, ça prouve quel genre de personne qu'il est. Puis, moi, ça m'a vraiment plu. Puis, j'ai dit, regarde, c'est là que je veux rester là pendant plusieurs années.
Dernière question pour toi. Tu arrives là-bas, il y a comme un vent de changement, puis tu en as vu, là, t'as de l'expérience dans cette ligue-là. À quel point tu peux être un leader en arrivant, même si tu arrives dans une équipe?
Ça va être un ajustement en arrivant. J'ai jamais fait ça, là, arriver dans une nouvelle chambre. Tu sais, j'arrivais en Floride, j'étais confiant. Mais tu sais, je sais que les gars vont bien me recevoir. Puis, tu sais, ils savent que je veux être un leader dans la chambre aussi. Donc, je vais prendre ma place. Certains, ça va prendre peut-être une couple de semaines, mais après ça, je vais être un leader. Je veux dire, c'est ça. Je suis rendu à un âge que je peux l'être. Puis, je vais rentrer là-bas. Puis, je vais aider l'équipe. Puis, c'est ça que je vais faire.
Ben, merci beaucoup et félicitations encore.
Merci beaucoup.
All right, we'll end there today. Thank you, Jonathan, for joining us, and thank you, media, for joining us. Everyone enjoy your weekend. It's going to be hot out here in Calgary, so remember to lotion up, and we'll see you guys soon.
Thank you.